what are your expectations, even though he's not going to be playing, but he's going to be there in the building tonight in Philadelphia?
First, good morning, fellas.
Good morning.
Good to see y'all. But also, what's up, Freddie? I did not know you were in today. Hi, friend.
They always keep me a secret. You know how that goes.
Surprise. Pleasant surprise this morning. Last night we're doing all our prep for different shows, and I legit wrote, like, what fan is gonna get ejected and cost themselves the ability to see this game? Like, I'm curious to see who it's gonna be, because I feel like that's the sort of, is vitriol too strong? I just feel like Philly is just waiting for this moment. Beyond that, in terms of the basketball game, and this might be elementary, Jay, you tell me, I'm curious to see which team can come up with the stops they need in the moments they need. We're gonna get plenty of buckets, hands down. Like, we're gonna get delightful buckets, but I actually think versus the Hornets, that was one of the most connected performances we've seen defensively from the Nets in a long time. And so when you've got so much firepower on either side, who can come up with the key stopping key moments is kind of going to be my thing to watch.
Yeah, because I feel like tonight, Monica, like, we're going to get so many single shots of Ben Simmons. Every face is going to turn into some kind of meme, right? Whether he's reacting to the crowd or not. But on the floor, I just can't stop thinking about, what is the better duo? Like, me as a basketball fan, what do I like better? And we have this debate before on First Take. Like, are you more of a fan of now seeing it for a couple games, the way James Harden and Joel Embiid combination? Or are you more of a fan of Kyrie, the way he cooked for 50+, and KD, those offensive assassins? Which duo do you think is the best duo?
Gosh, Jay. Okay, so I have best duo for different reasons.
Okay.
Right? I think that first of all, Joel's strength and dominance in the paint, like, crazy, right? And so the way that those two work off of the pick and roll, and you have to play both of them, I think is so dangerous in terms of them needing to be connected to one another. But when I look at the Nets, you got Patty Mills and Seth Curry, who are almost 40% three-point shooters. And so to me, that just creates so much more room for Kyrie and KD to work, and they can do whatever they want all over the floor. That, to me, because of their basketball IQ, should you figure out a way to defend, air quotes around defend them, they're going to find one of those two guys. I just think it's more weapons on the net side, which make Kyrie and KD a little bit more enticing to me. But, I mean, really, just pick your poison, flip a coin.
Why y'all sitting up lying to the people and stuff, acting like y'all really into the game, knowing damn well y'all watching the game for the Ben Simmons drama and see how they gonna react to.
First of all, if you were listening, I said that when I sat down.
No, I was.
Don't start with me, Key.
Listening, operative word.
I'm ready, Key. I'm up this morning. Don't start with me.
I was listening, but it was just funny. I'm sitting here and I'm saying to myself, Jay sitting up talking about, well, basketball. I'm like, nah, Jay, you want to hear them boos. You want to smile at that. I know what it is. But when you look at, Monica, when you look at the Nets tonight, and you figure out who's going to stop Embiid in the paint, though, when he decides that he's going to use his strength and his size and do what he does, who's going to match up with him?
Yeah. Key, that's a great question.
It is.
And not only that, like, are you going to be able to match up without fouling? Because James and
Without
Embiid
fouling,
can
yeah.
kill you from the free throw line. I think a lot falls on Drummond. A lot falls on Aldridge. I don't know how I buy. Right, like, just from a size, those are the guys, a size perspective, those are the guys that you think of. But is that the poison you got to live with, and you bank on your offense clicking as efficiently, if not more efficiently? I don't know what you do with Joel Embiid.
ESPN basketball analyst Monica McNutt, hit her on Twitter, McNutt Monica, joining us on Keyshawn, J. Will, and Max and ESPN Radio. Then on the other side of the coast, the Los Angeles Lakers. I'll do the face. The Los Angeles Lakers, again, losing to the Houston Rockets. They are 1-6 since the All-Star break, Monica. Only the Portland Trail Blazers have a worse record, and they don't have anybody. They don't have anybody in their basketball
team. First of all,
team.
shout out to Josh Hart, my DMV brethren. I would tell y'all the story about how I got hemmed up with the Secret Service trying to do a story on him in high school because Sasha and Malia Obama went to school with him. It was a whole thing. I thought I was going to lose my final project. I was stressed out. Like,
really? Forget the Lakers. We're on this now.
This is our 2-minute extra content series. That's what we need to hear.
Hey, Monica, finish this. We're on this now. Forget the Lakers. They're going to continue to stink. What's this all about?
They are going to continue
to stink. Hey, man, watch out.
It was my capstone project, finishing my master's program at the University of Maryland. I had this whole pitch on, like, how this generation of athletes' careers is going to be shaped by social media. And so I knew Josh's high school coach at the time, and I'm like, all right, ambitious master's student, pull up with my gear, MMJ, like, at Sidwell Friends. I see Josh in a group of athletes, and Eric was running late. So I'm like, oh, I'm about to make me a whole 30 for 30 by myself with my one-man band, right? So I'm like, Josh, like, did Eric tell you about this interview? He's like, cool, yeah. I'm like, great, I got all these different athletes. I'm going to talk to so many of them. So I'm setting up my gear and start recording. The AD flies around the corner. Mind you, this is what happens when you grow up in D.C. and you just don't resonate. I saw Sasha, I saw Malia. I saw Malia on the track, but like I wasn't there for her. Like I wasn't gonna ask any permission, didn't care. So I started setting up recording. The AD comes flying around the corner. You can't be here. Like there's all these, these are like highfalutin kids, like whatever. It's a whole thing. They take my gear. I got to go in her office. The Secret Service is called. They scrub my camera. I'm just like, can y'all not erase my final project? I won't use this video, I promise. They go to my car. They call my professor. She's like, Monica, why am I getting a call from the Secret Service? I was like, I was just trying to do my project. Like they searched my car. It was a whole thing. Shout out to our tech guy at Maryland that found the parts of the project that had nothing to do with Sidwell. So I was able to finish my final project. But yeah. And they were like, don't tell anybody about this. But a couple administrations gone. I think I'm good.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.